all you wonderfully valid people. Valid because who you are on the inside is who you are. In my last short, I left off talking about She-Ra. I then realized, she wasn't the only fictional role model. There were many. I wanted either to have a relationship with these characters or wanted to be like them, shaping my inner womanhood. However, there were others whose negative stereotyping and behaviors poisoned the waters of my mind well. First, of course, there was She-Ra, who was powerful, intelligent, and beautiful. I wanted her power sword, so I too could fight alongside He-Man against the forces of darkness. When living with my father and my stepmother, who was a TV addict, we watched many shows that influenced my life. Alongside the Super Friends version, I grew up watching Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. I would pretend to deflect bullets with her bracelets, use her tiara as a boomerang, or toss her lasso of truth. However, I was always disappointed that I could never turn into Wonder Woman, no matter how fast I spun. I was big time into Superman as well, not so much from the cartoon, but from the early TV shows of George Reeves and the movies of Christopher Reeves. No relation. Christopher was the biggest influence. He was super, of course, but it was how Christopher portrayed Kyle as a person who lived by an impeccable moral code. But not always nice, he was always kind, and who was also human with flaws, just like everyone else. I, however, didn't want to be him. I wanted him to be my true father. Over time, I did develop a love for my dad, despite his failings, as he did try to be a good father, to a degree. My stepmother was a super fan of James Bond. I now realize this was probably not content I should have been watching at my age. While I did learn some positive lessons such as the importance of being smart, clever, and resourceful, it also taught horrible lessons that violence was often the solution and women were mere objects that men had only to seduce. Then there was Karen Nielsen's Pippi Longstocking. I related to her and admired Pippi. She was a troublemaker with a kind heart and a strong moral code to go alongside her super strength. She was the first positive, real-life depiction that girls could be loyal, strong, and courageous. She wasn't fearless, because whenever she had to do something scary, she sang that bravery song of hers. I am Pippi Longstocking with a hope and a heart, and a sha-na-na. Here comes Pippi Longstocking, watch out, here she comes. But she was very human, not removed from temptation, pridefulness, or wrathfulness. I don't remember if I wanted to be her, but I did wanted a relationship with her. At the very least, be a friend like Tommy and Anna. These are just some of the early memories that formed my understanding of being a woman, or what should be a woman, through media, even before I understood that's what I was on the inside. Now, I want to hear from you. How has media affected your views of what it means to be a trans woman, a trans man, or even non-binary? I know I covered mostly female role models, but what about male role models if you happen to be a trans man? What men did you look up to? How did you feel about those characters and shows? I would love to hear from you all, and I hope you stay tuned to the end for a surprise. Now, before I leave you, I want to give a general shout out to all my patrons, and to help my highest Patreon supporter, Ashia Vaihu, and to give her channel some love. Link down in the description. Also, if you found this to be entertaining, helpful, or meaningful, then don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, ring that bell, and to check out my Patreon, link down below in the description. All are ways that you can help support this content. And now for the surprise. Well, there's actually 2 surprises. First, this is a 3-part episode. Second, the episode that comes after it, I'm going to tell a very personal and tragic love story. My name is Tobie, and as always, stay safe. I love you all, and I think you're all wonderful.